Now, you did warn us some months ago about the ICC, and you've been proven right there. The International Criminal Court has now issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Israeli Defence Minister Yoav Gallant. Does this mean, Douglas, that the democratically elected Prime Minister of the only Jewish state in the world is going to be arrested if he travels to France or Britain or Germany or indeed Australia?
Well, we're going to see on this, Rita, but it's got an exceptionally dangerous precedent. The International Criminal Court, of course, neither Israel nor America are signatories to it, very wisely, in my view, because I think they realize there's no scenario in which an Israeli or American soldier or politician, retired or serving, should ever be subjected to the whims of one of these corrupt so-called international bodies. But of course, many European countries and others are signatories to the International Criminal Court. This prosecutor from the UK, Karim Khan, has been the one pushing these arrest warrants. He did also issue an arrest warrant for one leader of Hamas who's dead. So that's brilliant, obviously. It seems that the International Criminal Court in its jurisdiction now has not just anyone in the world, including democratic leaders in its sights, but also the dead. So that's a total farce. But it's going to be a very interesting test, this. So now there are only arrest warrants out for the first time for democratically elected leaders. They've tried this stunt on Vladimir Putin, but they've never dared to try it on a democratically elected leader before. And they have with Netanyahu and Gallant. It has serious repercussions. As I mentioned in the New York Post, it could potentially mean that neither the Israeli Prime Minister nor the former defense minister can go, say, to Europe or even fly over European airspace. Some European countries have already said they absolutely will not recognize these absurd kangaroo court warrants. Hungary, Austria, a number of other European countries have said absolutely they won't. The ones that I'm interested in are, for rather obvious reasons, I'm very interested in Britain. The Labour government is squirming about this. It has previously said it would observe the International Criminal Court's judgments and warrants. I think they probably know, among other things, that this puts them in an incredibly unpleasant, ugly, visibly ugly diplomatic situation vis-a-vis not just Israel, but America. And of course, also, maybe they also know, Rita, that if you're going to start going around issuing arrest warrants for war crimes, there are certain former Labour prime ministers who could quite easily in the near future be in the sights of that same kangaroo court. But the other country I'm very interested in is Germany, because, of course, Germany, isn't it fascinating, Rita, that a court set up after World War II to prevent war crimes should end up in its first judgment against the democratically elected leader singling out the prime minister of the one Jewish state, and that Germany, a signatory to that court, and the statute undermines it, would actually possibly be arresting the leader of the one Jewish state. Fascinating to see what Germany does.
Douglas Murray, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.